good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS, and today we are continuing on recording a brand new DreadCircus Song. It's episode 4, we're in Auria Pro, and today we're going to kick off with a track sending many well wishes to Wilton Kinder, who couldn't make it today. Let's play some of his music, shall we?
When we were all abandoned in sadness and despair, as our courage laid on bleeding and dark clouds were in the air. When the lies were told as truths, respect and dignity for us, only thoughts of happier times were soothing, and for suffering was only ignorance and scoff. I see the open arms of future and jump into them to fly away, to fly away, to fly away with you, for reaching together the better days, the better days. I see the open arms of future and jump into them to fly away, to fly away, to fly away with you, for reaching together the better days, the better
That was a song titled Hope by Wilton Kinder and Ed B. A collaboration there by two awesome artists. And welcome to the show, everybody. So, yes, we had a change of plan. And these things happen. And, you know, you just have to do what you got to do. And you can't let things get you down. So, while I was getting ready for the show last night and putting together all the name tags at the bottom for the interview and all that kind of stuff, getting all the assets ready, I got an email from Wilton Kinder. Said, I have come down with the plague. And that was, God, stop it. And he sent me a photo. Do I even have it? I think I've got it. The plague photo. Wilton Kinder's test. Look at that. So he actually has COVID. And he was like more than fine to come on. But I was like, you know what? 12 hours from now, I think it's going to be a very different story. Just coming out of it myself, I know exactly what it's like. So he's probably just starting to feel really crap around now. So we put the interview back to the 26th of this month. So we'll have it in a few weeks' time. Make sure he's all good. My concern, it was kind of my call. I said, here's the deal. I would rather you not do it. I would rather you not sit there and sit through that kind of thing. I want your health is number one. Yes, health before an interview. So I definitely would rather that than have him sit there struggling to, just come here and hang out for 2 hours. It's a long show, the interview shows. So on behalf of myself, and I'm sure everybody else here watching on the chat and in the replay, and hey, go over in the links up the top there, go over to his channel, pick a video, and go let him know that you're thinking of him, yeah? Just do that. It'll take a few seconds of your day, and I'm sure that'll bring a smile to Weltenkinder's face. Anyway, so this is How to App on iOS. I'm Jade, and today I'm just going to continue on with working on the DreadCircus track. Lots of cool things coming up with this track of... Damn. As you can hear with my voice, yeah, I'm still struggling with every morning. So it's still lingering. I still have COVID brain. I still struggle to sit down and work for hours on end. So, yeah. Anyway, tonight we're going to work on this track. I'll talk about a little bit what's going to happen with the video clip for this, because it's really exciting. Got a bit of a series happening in the works in my head. Got some things planning. I think it's going to be really interesting. But yeah, let's say hello to everybody here. I will be doing an opening hour this weekend as well, doing the Wheel of Karaoke again. Hello, I have an idea. Good to see you. Hello, Thomas Christ. Hello, Joe and Barry Glenn. Going to get to you straight after we say hellos and talk about some issues Joe and Barry Glenn are going through, and then we'll jump into the project. Sai, effing good to see you. Brad Example. The Truth About Unicorns. Hello to you. Gary Hubbs. G'day, my friend. Who else do I see here? Russ 88, 89. Fuck off. Gregory O'Sullivan, good to see you. Yeah, I thought the inconvenience was over. Yes, so did I. But apparently since it's been over, I've had it. Many people I know have had it. So it's still an inconvenience, apparently. Hello, Mr. Smith. So yeah, a little bit different off the fly today. If you're watching on the replay, welcome to you. We're going to get through some stuff. Yeah, get through some stuff. First, let's address... first we'll have a look quickly at some price drops. We'll see, are there any? Yeah, there's only a couple to mention, so we'll just get them out of the way. Model 15 modular synthesizer dropped down from $29.99 to $14.99. The Mini Moog Model D down $14 to $6.99. They're both fantastic synthesizers, yeah. Worth your time, absolutely. You see the little star next to the price means there's in-app purchases, so be aware. But, you get a lot of bang for your buck, and it's good that they're on sale. Nothing much else changed from yesterday, so we really won't cover that, because I'll spend a little bit of time talking about some issues that Joe and Barry Glenn have been having. So... their iPad got full up with all their storage used, and they needed to download a GarageBand project from the cloud. But there's no space on their iPad. So they've been feverishly trying to delete things, photos, and all this stuff to try and create space. Now, I did a couple of shows on iCloud storage and iPad and iOS storage. And in that show, tried to cover as many different things as I could to help you recover space. But unfortunately, with iOS, it's a kind of, I don't know, maybe something, who knows? Because with iOS, there's a lot of things that work in the background that they don't want us to know about. It's like some secret special sauce. They think we're too dumb to understand how to manage our file systems. Like we haven't been using computers for like what, 40 fucking years, 50 years. But they still think that we're too dumb to manage our own file services. So they have this magic sauce that works in the background and kind of goes, oh yeah, we'll just wait till the iPad's full and then we'll start randomly deleting shit. Anyway, Joe went and deleted a whole bunch of things and some LumaFusion projects, and she's having trouble getting her projects back. So I'm going to have a quick look at the projects. Hello, Leela. Hope you're doing well. So I've done many shows on LumaFusion and the project saving. So I can't really help much, Joe, but all I can say is I hope we'll open LumaFusion. When you saved your project packages, it is important. So what she's done is gone and removed videos and photos, and she's reporting that when she's going to her projects here, let's go to our project section. So here are our projects in LumaFusion. Then when she opens one, some of the photos and videos are missing, right? That's where saving your project packages keeps all these photos. And so I'm just covering this with you, Joe, that you did go down here to save LumaFusion project package. So as long as you have done this, and when you click on LumaFusion project package, it asks you to ask a destination. So, share AirDrop or wherever. And this is the important thing. Include full original media. That's what you want to have selected. Even if you have trimmed media, smaller file, that's going to at least keep all of the cropped images and video that you have in the project. But if you actually save it as full media, larger file, it'll save the full video clips that you may have cropped within your project. So as long as you've saved it this way, your projects, if we go back now here to our project page and say you've got this project here, you saved trimmed media. There you go. So some of mine saved on memory sticks won't reload. Yeah, look, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because they tell us that it should work. And every one that I've done this way, but I've always saved full video clips. I've always done it that way just to make sure. It's hard, isn't it? Because memory sticks fail. Yeah, I can only give this information and hope that it works. Yeah, but that is the correct way to do it. So if they're not loading, I don't know what to say, because that is what LumaFusion recommend to do, and that is what I do with all of my projects. And every one I've opened from my external hard drive since doing that has loaded all those images, even though I don't own those images anymore, or they're not installed into LumaFusion. So, all right, I can't spend too much time on that, but hopefully that kind of helps. But good luck. Man, it's so hard to troubleshoot this kind of stuff when you're like in another country on Messenger trying to share messages back and forward. Rightio, we are going to jump into Auria Pro today and continue on with this project. Now, I'm going to do a few different things. I'm going to hopefully record some bass in here. I'm going to further look at the drums, and then we are going to look at creating some fake room mic sounds and stuff like that. So let's open Auria. Nice, low memory. That's what I want to see. That's because I've got LumaFusion open. Boom. Remember to close things out in the background so you've got plenty of time to do stuff. Let's do that. Look at all this stuff I've opened in the background. Boom. There's heaps. Look at it all. Ridiculous. Mail. You can go. Files. We can keep you open for now. And we'll close Auria out. Do it again. Do it and play it again, Sam. All right, here is our project. So I did do a rough kind of mix down of this yesterday. Here's all our tracks. Let's see what the volume's like on this. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hello, Dave Fox. Cool beans. I think that's loud enough to play back. So what I'm going to try and do today, so when you record drums, let's head over here. So here's our drum, here's our kicks here. Kicks in the first track, snare, hats, toms, ride, crash, crash. They are our drums. What have we got? 7 tracks of drums. And if you've never been in a recording studio before, right, and don't understand how they mic up drums, let's give you a brief overview. So you'll normally have a microphone inside or in front of the kick drum, one in front of the kick drum. You'll have one sitting over the snare. You'll have one sitting over the hi-hat. You'll normally have some overheads over your crashes and perhaps on a ride out here. Then you have maybe a couple in front of your toms. And that's how you pick up all of the kits. So you've got each individual instrument, and normally you'll get spill from each mic. They use dynamic mics instead of condenser mics. So of course, these are normally smaller mics that aim in on the actual kit. So you want to get as little spill as possible, but you're going to get spill. And that is how you end up with individual tracks like we have here, like our kick, snare, hats, toms, ride, crash, crash, and that is how they are mic'd up. Now, what I'm trying to do today with my drums, if you've followed the previous 3 episodes, we created the drums in a single MIDI track and then split them out into individual tracks to try and replicate that kind of mix in a studio, to have all the drum parts in individual tracks. But what normally happens as well is there will be a couple of room mics that'll record the ambient room noise and the drums at the same time. So you may have a mic right above the kit or just sitting above the kit, and you may have a mic a little ways back from the actual kit, picking up all the ambience of that room. And that gives you like a natural reverb, and it helps create the actual live feeling of a drum kit being in the room, being in the mix, and making it sound like it's a part of the band playing together. So what we're going to try and do today is try and fake it till we make it with this. And we're going to try and create our own room mic drum sounds for the entire kit. How do we do that, you say? So let's solo out the drums here. So I'm just tapping along the solo track. So we'll get all of the drums in and just hit play. We don't need the bass. So here's our drums. Now, what we want to try and do, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. So we can bring those toms down a little bit, probably these crashes down too. We'll just wait to hear what this ride sounds like. Cool, that'll do for now. So we've got a nice little low mix of the drums there. It's because it's not really too important. What I'm going to do is make a mix down of this now, and when I bring it back into the track, I'm going to pull out the dry mix and make more of a wet mix with a reverb and IR sound. So we'll cover this now. So what's really cool about Auria Pro here, I can do a mix down. And I can mix down that file straight into Auria Pro. Yeah, or I can mix it down into something else and then re-import it into Auria Pro. Okay, hello Kim Harden Hudson. I hope you're doing good. Hello Audible Video. Good to see you. So in our menu up here, so we've got our menu up here, and in this menu we have a mix down section. And here's Me and My Brain 1, but with your selections here, it says selection range, mix down the entire song or just the locator range. So like if you've set up a loop. We want the entire song. We want to save it as a WAV file. You do get a bunch of options. So you can actually save the stems, AIF, M4As or stems, right? 24-bit stereo. Yeah, we're going to do a stereo mix of this. And what here, it says import tracks as new. So here, if I select yes, it will directly import this track into this project. So I won't have to go and re-import it in here. Really, really cool. And I can turn off the export if I want. So if I turn this off, now it's not going to ask me to send it to Audio Share. So shall we give it a go? What we'll do is we'll rename this. We'll call this Drums Room 1 and hit OK. It's going to create a mix down for us. And hopefully it should, from memory, my memory's not good, it should create a brand new track in here as well. So it'll automatically make a brand new track, creating mix down. And now if we go to the end of our project, is it there? I think it is. Let's have a look. There it is. Look at that. We now have this little drum track at the end. So track 17 now has this mixed down drums. So and I made sure it was nice and low. I don't want to make a really big file. So I mixed it quite low. Now we can unsolo all these tracks. And we can go to the end here to track, what was it? Track 17. And we need to name this. So double click and we'll call this Drum Room 1. Beautiful. Now let's solo Drum Room 1 and hit play. There we go. We now have this whole drum mix in here ready to create a room mix to play underneath, really low, underneath all the other drums. So what I'm going to do, there's this really cool app. It is called Alter Space by Igor Vasiliev, who makes space fields and stuff like that. So we're going to try and see if we can use that, because it is an impulse response loader, an IR loader, and what it has is a whole lot of impulse responses for really big rooms, small rooms, large rooms, with a different range of mics and different ranges of sounds to try and recreate the sound of a microphone miking up a room. So now we're going to jump in over here and see if I can find this particular thing. What is it called? Alter Space. And now, what would it be under? Damn. The one thing that's really confusing with, because I haven't used Auria for a while, it names all of its apps by the company name first, which sucks, man. I don't know what it's going to actually be under. Don't know if it's under Igor or under his company name. Oh, man. So I just have to keep looking for it. Once I find it, then I'll know what the rest of his apps are. Because I can't think of the company name he goes under now. Talk amongst yourselves while I lose my mind looking amongst all my millions and millions of AUV3s. Damn, bitch. Mila. What am I? Now I've forgotten what I'm actually looking for. Alter space. Alter space. And I can't even find it here. I've most likely gone past it. Man, that sucks. So here, was it right at the start? I don't think so. Alt. It probably was. Drone machine. Man, I really should have done this beforehand. Moloch. If you see it, call out. Where's Wally? Where's Waldo? Man, I've got way too many things. There you go. Thanks, Russ. Russ has put a link in the chat with today's random YouTube link with God knows what it is. So if you want to click and watch that, you may be horrified or you may be pleasantly surprised. I never know what Russ is putting there. He works independently as a moderator here on the channel. Dude, why can't I find this? Igor Advanced. Is that what it is? Igor Advanced. Reverb. All right, I'm looking for it. Thanks, Audible. Hopefully you're right. EFG H I. It's not there under that. It's not there under that, is it? Nope. 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 No. Advanced. Man, I'm probably just going to use something like Black Hole instead. Just and then I'll go back and find this later. I don't want to. Man, why? I wish they wouldn't do this. I don't like it. IMAL. Oh, is that what it was? There it is. Oh, great. Thank you, Audible. You rock. Now, I'm never going to say that again. So lap it up while you can. There we go. So here we are. This is our space. This is our alter space. So let's solo this track. Hit play. So now you'll hear we've got this room mic going on. What's cool about this app is we can go in here and we can choose from all of these really ace mic setups. So we've got halls, large halls, concert halls, warm halls, glass domes. Where are we? Chambers, churches, halls, ambiences, plates, rooms. Here we go. We've got a room here. Let's try adding a large room to this. So you can see where I'm heading. I've taken out all of the dry sound out of this, which is that. And here's all of the wet sound. Hey, what's going on, Deep Gravity? Good to see you. Now let's see if I can actually move this track. See if I can move this up the list. Dude, come on. There we go. That didn't work. Right, let's shrink this down. So the other way to move tracks around here in Auria is to go into this screen and you can move your tracks around. Now, unfortunately, we'll leave that down there anyway. So let's bring in the rest of these drums. Let's move these strings up. Cool. and see what this sounds like. So hit play. Now, the point of it is, just so you know, the point of it is not to have it loud. This is not meant to be a domineering thing. This is meant to sit very low back in the mix and meant to add a natural kind of room reverb instead of like, you know, piling it up there the same length of the levels of the drums. It's meant to be way down there. So once all the music is all put together, you've got this natural reverb going on. So my plan is to do another track of this, and we can do that now. So we've got a second track here, and I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to hit copy, and I'm going to paste this into track 16. So we've got two versions of this now, and then to go in and add a different room mic. So let's do that now. We'll hit a drum. What do I call the other one? Drum room 2. Maybe if it lets me put a number there. It's probably not going to let me put a number there. Why the fuck would you not let me put a number there? Okay. Drum room space 2. Fuck, who cares? This is weird. All right, we're going to go in here and find another alter space. It was IM, wasn't it? IM. Alter space. There we go. So it's remembered our last setting here was a small room. I'm going to go for a medium room. So what's cool about this is you get to set, so that it uses different mics and stuff like this. I'm just rushing through this. I'll put more time into this when I've got more time away from the show. So let's bring this down now. We'll just solo these. What I'm going to do is pan them. So there's our two different drums with two different reverbs happening, slightly panned. What are we up to? We can go 30, we'll keep it at 32. Now we can bring them right down in the mix. Let's put it all together. So again, what I'm trying to achieve there is just to create that natural drum sound. And overall, where it's going to be important is when it comes to mixing down, and that hopefully is just going to bring a little bit of natural reverb in there. That's just going to thicken it a little bit, yeah? So we're trying to simulate that extra, those extra 2 mics to make it a bit spicy. And, you know, it saves on processing power, loading up all of these individual kits with reverbs and stuff like that when you've just got this natural room reverb happening. And it's a kind of little cheat just to get around the way that natural drums are recorded. All right, where are we up to right now? So we've got everything in there now. I'm going to need to replace the bass. That's what we're going to do next today, because that is caca. That is clearly a GarageBand bass. It's an awful sound. All right, cool. So I'm going to take a break before we jump into the bass, and I want to show you a few other things which are really cool. So yesterday, Mobile Music Pro Vortex released a brand new pack on his channel, a drum pack. Hello, Suzanne, who's in the chat as well. Good to see you. So Vortex released a brand new pack yesterday, and I want to discuss it. I'm going to do a show on it next week, but I want to talk about it now because we're looking at drums. Now, this particular pack that he released is, let's see, what is it called? It is called Crash Drum Pack. Hopefully I can click on it and get it to happen. View, do the viewing. So this is it, and it is a pro drum pack. And it just happens to be, here we are doing drums, and I'm using this thing called Drumagog to like resample the drums from GarageBand. And it's really cool. No, I don't want to restart my computer. Fuck off. So this pack contains 16 drum kits, 256 one-shots. There's rhythms in here. There's whole samples, whole beats, everything in here. 2.5 gig, and it's currently like $10. So it's on sale for $10 USD. He sent me a copy of it to mess around with some of the samples and see if I can add them to Drumagog. So, and it's the same deal as the pack I looked at with Jamie Mellender's pack. When you actually go into the Files app and open this sucker up on my external hard drive here. Maybe. There we go. So everything is all neatly set out. Just see Tremor Bear is here. Hello, Tremor Bear. I hope you're doing well. So when you open the pack, again, you get Apple loops. So you get a whole lot of really cool drum Apple loops. If I click on one of them, look at this. Boom. And these are, I'm pretty sure, all acoustic kits. So for GarageBand, these are ideal. And these are just the Apple loops that are in here. So, and because they're Apple loops, you can change the tempos of them, yeah? So you do get a selection of Apple loops, so they all are there. You do get a whole lot of waves, so you get drum kits that you can import into into things like Cubasis, all that kind of stuff. And what we're looking at here, though, is these kits. So each kit is broken up into individual sounds. So you got all these one shots here. Tom, hi Tom, hi Tom, hi Thomas. You got rides, which is really cool. So we got some kicks in here as well. Nice big heavy kick sounds. We got some snares with some snarey stuff. Nice cracking snare there. And there's 16 kits. What's going on, Pete Johns? So if I just randomly pick pack 7, we'll grab a snare. What's this snare? That's a snappy snare. Damn. Listen to that. Damn. Rims. We got kicks. Boom. Punch and kicks. So that was drum kit 7. What do we go? Let's have a look at 15. Snare. We got a snare 30. Crack. So for $10, this thing's a deal. And if you are a Patreon, guys, next week I'll have 2 copies of this to throw to you guys. On the wheel! Got hats. All this kind of stuff. So what I'm going to show you with these, I'm not going to do a show on this pack today, but yeah, you've got all your wave files there. You've got drum loops in here too. Look at all these drum loops. Nice selection of drum loops. Sounds like a Phil Collins song. You got tops. So they're separated into tops and bottoms. So you've got kicks and snare. And then like this one has China and toms. So you got tops and bottoms. Sounds like Grinder. Another loop here. So yeah, it's definitely a nice little cool pack that has just been released. All right, but what I want to show you now is we'll get out of here, is how to import these into something like Drumagog. So if you missed yesterday's show, Drumagog is basically what I did in the previous shows was I programmed the drums in GarageBand. I split the drums up into individual tracks, kick, snare, hats, toms, ride, and 2 cymbals. And then I exported them as WAV files and imported them now here into Auria Pro. And they are the top 7 tracks here. Why I did this, yes, is to use this wonderful program called Drumagog. And now Drumagog is also available on PC and Mac. And funnily enough, yesterday I bought the full version on both PC and Mac. But I'll be doing a show on that at another stage. So here are our kicks. Let's just solo the kicks. And we'll go back and we'll get a bit deeper into what Drumagog does here in Auria Pro. Yeah? Because I only barely scratched the surface on it yesterday. So we've got our kicks here. And here's our plugin. So I've got the plugin of Drumagog, which is only available in Auria Pro as an in-app purchase. Yeah? So what do we got here? We've got FMC kick. Right, so let's hit play and I'll show you. This was the kick drum that I imported from GarageBand. There it is. Let's give it some volume. You've probably heard that kick drum in GarageBand many, many times. It is from the, what kit is it? It's from the Sunset kit. It's very GarageBand. Right, so what's wonderful about Drumagog is you can choose any GOG file or WAV file, any sample of a drum kit, and replace this with your own sound. It's wonderful. It has this sensitivity down here at the bottom, which controls the bleed. Now see where the line is here? It's sitting here, and you can see just below where the tail kicks off with each hit. That's where the sensitivity is. That's where the bleed is. So it's cutting off the bleed in between these kicks. Now, you have this little lever here, which is a blend. So not only can I replace the kick with a new kick like this, I can actually blend the two. So you can just add a little bit of clickiness to it and still keep that original tone. And if we unsolo this now, let's go all the way. So really incredible stuff what you can do with Drumagog. And what I'm going to do now is show you a bit further the difference between importing a wave sample of a drum piece, like a kick, compared to a GOG file. And the GOG files, what a GOG file is when you own the standalone version. Oh, it's not a standalone version. It's a you have to open it in a DAW kind of thing. So when you own it on PC or Mac, you can actually open it up and then import any sample, any drum sample you want, and convert the file into a .gog file. All right, and GOG files have this. What they do is, let's find a GOG file for you and show you the difference. So currently, if you look at this window, all you can see here up the top is this FMC kick. And that is the sample I've imported. It's just a normal WAV file, right? And it's only one kick there, nothing fancy. And it's replacing what I have. Let's go into kicks and we'll go through. Let's just make sure. So you'll see with this kick here, if I hit play, oh man, I keep doing that. Go there, go there, go there. Dude, do this. There we go. Let's solo the kicks and hit play. Now, you'll notice as the kick is being triggered, it's hitting different colored kicks here, right? Now, the reason is when you convert a normal wave kick file sample to a GOG file, it creates variations in velocities. So all of these are different velocities. So what it's doing is trying to recreate the varying velocities of an actual drummer clicking the pedal. So it's choosing with each hit a different colored kick, which is a different velocity. So it's trying to generate that human feel, yeah? Let's just close that. So it's really cool. And some of these GOGs, if we go through them, just give me a sec, we'll find one. La 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 la. All right, so now you can hear these kicks fully replace the actual kick. All right, so what I want to show you now is draw your attention down to the bottom. You have some of these GOGs have extra settings. See this one here called overhead? I can turn this up, and what this is, it's a recording of the original sample with a room mic. So you can actually do what I did earlier, trying to generate a room mic, and it's all built in here. I've got two separate room mics I can bring up. This is an incredible app, yeah? It really is incredible. It's a shame it's not a standalone to just load into your DAWS. And then I can take out the overhead and the room. You've even got a sub button with this one. So I can really give it a subwoofer. Listen to that sub, brutal. Let's find another drum, another kick. Not all of them have these features. But when you make your own GOGs in DrummerGOG on the PC or Mac, you can actually choose to add all these features in when you make them. So really, really cool. Here we are. Here's a maple kick, a DW22 maple kick. And here we have an overhead. So you can blend these overheads in and then blend the original kick sound and really get that sound you want. So you can hear with this kick by itself, it's pretty flat. And now you can actually hear a ring in this as well. There's a little bit of a ring in there. We bring the whole mix in. So DrummerGOG is really, really cool. Let's just go through some more kicks here. God, that one sounds like a flat soccer ball, doesn't it? What the hell is going on with that one? That's a bit metal. So yeah, we've taken this GarageBand kick here and I think blending is the way to go to get a nice, just to add that little clicky sound to the original kick. We'll go back to the start here. All right, but what I want to show you is how to import just a normal WAV file here into DrummerGOG, because it's a little bit convoluted, yeah? Now, one of the issues I have with Auria Pro, and I wish they would fix it, is let's just go to open a new project. I'm not really going to open one. So if I hit load project here, here is the project page. And you'll see these files here with the little lines on them, they're actual Auria projects. And you can see as you go along, it tells you the sample rate, how long the track is, how many tracks are in it. And you can actually even listen to it by hitting the play button. It should play, maybe. Maybe it's not because it's already open, that one. But you can actually do that. But what you'll see sometimes, it's not letting me do it here. Let's cancel out of this and jump into the Files app, because you can get to this Auria. Here's our, on my iPad, Auria Pro. And inside, here's where all the projects are. So you can see this is a project file because it says project at the end of it. Yeah. But you'll notice in here, drums room. There's an audio file. DreadCircus Me and My Brain, audio file. Rust track 22, Rust track. Whenever you do a mix down of anything in Auria and say send it to audio share, it makes a backup here in your folder in Auria. Now, why is this a really good thing and a really shit thing at the same time? It's good because, oh wow, there's an extra copy of it just in case I lose that copy that I mixed down in Auria Pro, in audio share. The other problem is you end up with all these mix downs in here. If you're mixing down a song, you've done 20 mix downs, you could end up with, you will end up with 20 versions of it sitting in here. As you can see, I did a mix down yesterday of Me and My Brain, and there's 2 copies of it sitting in here. Because I did a mix down. I did an M4A, which is 8.6 gig, and a WAV file. So it's keeping it in here. Now, why am I telling you this? Because to import a drum file in here to actually use in DrummerGOG, you've got to just import it into this section of the Files app, right? It's messy. I don't like it. And here's an example of that. I imported my FMC kick in here yesterday so I could access it within Drumagog. And I'm going to show you again exactly how this is done. So let's go over to the Mobile Music Pro pack, this drum pack. Let's find a kick. So we'll go into our wave files, drum kits. We've got our drum kit 10. We'll find a kick in here. See what it sounds like. There we go. That's a pretty beefy kick. So what I'm going to do with this kick 16, is select it. Is that what it was? Where was it? Kick 16. Select it and hit move. I actually don't want to move it. That sucks. I actually want to copy it. So I'm going to make a copy of it. Right, we hit select. Kick 16. I'm going to make a duplicate. There we go. Now I'm going to select this and I'm going to move that into, on my iPad, Auria Pro. Just there. Nothing else. See, now it says copy. Could have done that anyway. Damn you and those meddling kids. All right, so if we're going to go now to iPad, on my iPad, Auria, and scroll, we should be able to find that kick. Where is it? Am I going blind? There it is. Mobile Music Pro, kick 16. So now if we jump back over to Auria Pro, hit our effects button, go to Drumagog, and the way to find it is click up here, and here's our menu of things, and it should be in our Documents folder. And what do you know? There it is, Mobile Music Pro. And to test it, we just click on it. Boom. Sweet. So now I've selected that, and now that has overridden our So there you go. You can import any sample in and overwrite your kicks, snares, hats, cymbals, toms. You can do this with each part of the kit. So Drumagog is really, really nice. Again, it's only available in Auria Pro. It is available for your Mac, so you can get it for your Mac, you can get it for Windows. What I suggest, the way I got it yesterday, was I downloaded the free version. And then once I created an account, downloaded the free version, and then once the free version was downloaded, I went into my account, checked what my download history, and because I downloaded the free version, it gave me a whopping $60 off the full retail price of $100 US, and I got it for $40 US, the Pro version, which allows you to create GOGs and all that stuff. So I recommend that's the way you do it if you are going to purchase it. Don't know if that's a workaround, but yeah, there you go. What were we going to do next? I was going to do, let's just replace this kick with this FMC kick. But yeah, with the GOGs, you can do anything. Let's just show you before we move on. Do we have hats or a crash? So I'm going to click on the FX up here, open the crash here, bring in Drumagog. Where are you? Drumagog stereo. And I'll show you. You can go into crashes. And here they are. So let's replace the crash with this and hit play. So you can hear it's got a much more But the beautiful thing again is we can blend this and give it a bit more of the GarageBand crash. There's the GarageBand crash. And what's really cool about this is you've got these overhead mic and the room mic as well. Just wait for a crash. Now let's bring the mix back in. Right, so how that's really good is just say you wanted to, just say I wanted to go in here and take this crash file here. Let's zoom in. So this crash number 2, and here's our crash is here. So I could actually go in here and I could copy this. Let's show you what I mean. I could actually take one of these crash hits from here within this project. Let's copy it. We'll copy this crash file. We'll go down to a spare track, this track here. And now I can copy this crash in here. And what I can do is zoom in and then crop all of this. We can put our timeline here. And we can then split this track. And then I can get rid of all of these. Delete. And now I have the ability to copy in wherever I want in the song, multiple versions. I can make, multiple versions of this crash and put it anywhere I want in the song, and then throw Drumagog on top of it and create a different sounding crash. So it sounds like now I have 3 different crashes being played, and I've virtually made it from one single sample. 3 different crash sounds. So it makes the kit sound like I've got a much bigger kit. And then with the panning, I could pan this to be like one of the crashes over to the left, one crash in the middle, and one crash to the right. So you've got that feeling of 3 different crashes being hit around the kit. So you can get really cutesy with this if you follow my drift. Yeah? We can delete that now because I'm not going to do that. Alrighty. Shall we grab the bass and try and write a bass line? Yeah? So the show's going to go a little bit longer today, just because normally we do a 2-hour show. I may only go like an hour and a half, so we've probably got about 25 minutes of messing around with this. But what I'll tell you is I'm grabbing my bass. 1 second. Is that I've got some exciting news relating to this song. So, many of you who've been long-time viewers of the channel will remember not last year, the year before, during Pete Johns' Songtember, which he does every year, where Pete Johns over at Studio Live Today, if you haven't been to Studio Live Today, maybe Thomas will put a link to Pete's channel. I'm sure most of you know about Pete's channel. He holds Songtember, where in a month he encourages people to create a song within a month. And in 2020, I made a project called Metheist, a 3-track metal project. And for the video clip of that, I tried to go right out of the box and write a storyline and go and I bought a whole bunch of masks and costumes and props. And I went down into my garage and I shot this elaborate video and tried to make the most elaborate, crazy out there video clip I possibly could. It's still one of the most proudest video clips I've done. And I thought for this song, because this is a DreadCircus song, I really care about my DreadCircus tracks, I thought, why not try and step outside the box and do something elaborate again and try and make a video clip. So what I'm looking into right now is purchasing a drone and a gimbal. And for this particular song, I'm hoping to possibly go out and shoot a whole bunch of footage of me out we have some really beautiful scenery where I live here, just outside my door, pretty much. These beautiful lakes, parklands and stuff. And because this song's called Me and My Brain, and it's about being locked down and feeling isolated from the world, I'm going to shoot a whole bunch of stuff inside and around isolation, and then a whole bunch of stuff outside with this, hopefully with a drone taking all these really wide shots, beautiful shots circling me. So, and hopefully find some abandoned warehouses or stuff like that, and go outside in the real world and shoot some real life footage. Yeah, a little bit, Dan. A little bit Lily Pillies did inspire me to do that. And because on this channel, I'm always trying to like inspire you guys to try something different, think outside the box, not be afraid to do different things, because you know what? You don't have to do much to get better each time, as long as you, and hey, you don't have to, if you don't want to progress and get better and try some different things, you don't have to. But, you know, I want to test myself, push myself, and see if I can actually write a storyboard and go outside and do something really, really cool, and I don't know, try and inspire you guys as well. So hopefully we can get this off the ground. I've been looking at some drones. I've been looking at a gimbal, and yeah, just some interesting ways to make some interesting video clips. All right, what I'm going to do now is grab this extra track down here, track 15. We're going to zoom out. I'm going to hold my finger down on this and bring this track up here where the bass is. So this is our bass track here. And I need to learn this riff because I've never played it before. So excited about this. Okay. Let's jump over here. So we've got this track here. I can arm this track, choose my input, which is input 3 and 4, I do believe, or 2 and 3. I don't know which input it is. I've not used this interface. I've not used this interface with this. Let's see how we go. Input 2 and 3. All right, so that's coming through there. How am I going to get a stereo? I don't understand. Okay, let's bring in a preset. Okay, we have some kind of sound, but I'm not digging this. That's why, because we've got stereo set up. Let's create a brand new track. We want to add a track. We want to add a mono track. Let's add 2 of them. So wait. There we go. There's our mono track. Trying to create a stereo track for a bass. What the hell am I doing? That's just ridiculous, yeah? So let's click on this and delete this track. Yes. And we shall bring... we shall bring this new track. Where are you? We shall bring this track up into the mix, track 17. God, you can tell I haven't used Auria for a while. And we'll bring this up to bass, sit it above the bass track. Maybe. There it is. No, it's gone right up the top. There it is. Sweet. Okay. We've got some bass coming through. So what I'm going to do is add a tuner to it because I'm going to need to tune the bass. Give it a bit of EQ. Sweet. And what I'm going to use here is, hopefully I can find the plugin. I'm guessing it's going to be under N for Nembrini. There we go. N tuner. There we go. Nembrini tuner. So this is free if you haven't used this before. We just need to tune this sucker up. A's good. D's good. So we're in tune. Good stuff. That was pretty easy. Now, let's have a listen to the bass and kicks. Now, is it in tune? That's the question. So we're a bit out of tune. Man, I'm not digging this. My bass knob. All right, I think we're good. That's it. Okay, so that is the actual tone. That's the actual riff, I think. Shall we go back to the start and see what I can get happening with all of the music? Sweet. All right, so I've got an understanding of how that goes. Let's bring this down a little bit. Cool. Now, the original bass on this was not anything written in stone. It was just done so just to fill in the... Cool. I'm just going to have a play along with it just and hit record. Where's our level? Let's just give it a record. What I'm going to do is actually put on the metronome because we need a count in. I can find the metronome up here. So recording, I can click recording here. So it's only for recording. Okay. And hit record up the top. Let's zoom in here. Man, why is that metronome so off? Does it even make sense? What's going on? It is the right timing. Oh, why is it going back to 120? That is so fucking bizarre. We set this to 106 yesterday. That's why. I thought, what is going on there, man? This song is not in 120. We'll try that again. Cool. That kind of is the actual guitar in here does do this. It has this little run there, so I think that's going to be quite interesting. See you later, Pete. I will be there. So the Pete has his new and improved town hall. It's the Creator Town Hall has moved. Is it going to be permanent, Pete? Is it going to be permanent to this time? I think it's a much better time. which will normally be after the interview. So let me show you guys what's actually happening here, because you can't actually see me playing bass, can you? Not that one. There we go. Oops, not that one. There we go. There's that one. For me, at least. So I don't know what the chords are here. Let's see. We'll play this. Let's here, listen to that again. So I want to follow that synth. Okay. Try it again. See you later, Tom. Peace. Okie doke. I'm gonna have a. We'll delete this. I'm just gonna have a playthrough and make lots of mistakes because you know what? Mistakes make us better. And then I'll get out of here. Out of your hair. What I might do first before moving forward is jump into our tracks here, go into our effects, and I might add if I can find it, I might add mammoth to this. See if we can find a add a bit of growl to that. There we go. Nice, bit deeper. And okay, shall we have a playthrough? Let's give it a go. And what would help would be bringing in the click track, because it disappeared for some reason. Recording, because it's only set to recording. Cool stuff. Let's go. I can't remember this bit. That's what I might play. So I might follow the vocal with that bit. Let's try that. See you later, Dan. Where is this change? I think it's here. Interesting. Let's see that. Cool. All right, so I'm digging that. Definitely need to work on this, the verses a little bit, but I think the chorus is. I will show you here. So I've got a problem with my bass. My volume knob is fucked. It's not working anymore. I don't know what's happened to it. It's just spinning around and around and around. That's not good. All right, I think I'm going to leave it here. We've got a drum sound. That's all good. I've actually got to start on the bass, so then I'll work on some more bass. Let's get back over here. So the songs, look, I'm really happy with the songs at the moment. It's coming along really nicely. The next thing that I'll be doing next week is I need to. So on Monday here in Australia, I'm taking my acoustic guitar, my Ibanez acoustic guitar, in to get fixed and get a hole drilled into it, so I can actually go in and add this little sucker, this new pickup to it, and then I will be, once I've got the bass down, I will then be recording two acoustic guitar tracks, panning left and right with two different acoustic guitars. So I want to try and get a totally two different kind of guitar sounds and blend them in together. And then we'll be doing, probably on the next show, we'll have the bass sorted, and then we'll be doing the heavy guitars in that middle section. And then last next week, possibly we'll be doing the acoustics as well. So this track's probably got another 2 to 3 weeks of working on, because I really want to make sure it's the best it possibly can, because I want to make sure the video is going to be really good for it as well. It's a DreadCircus song, so I actually give a shit about it. Not that I don't give a shit about Kindercore and FMC, but you know, they're totally different things. They're all a bit more fun, and this is a bit more serious. And this is a song I've been writing for 2 years, and really want this to be as good as possible. Okie dokie. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope it's somewhat been entertaining. Sorry that we couldn't have Welton Kinder on, but we will have him on in a few weeks' time. I can let you know that next week we've got something really special for you, yeah? Something really, really special. I'm sure you are going to love what we have coming up. Let's unplug that. Instead of, well, it's an interview kind of sort of next week. It is the return of a favourite here on the channel, a favourite person who has been on this channel a couple of times. We are going to have a evening coffee side chat with the amazing Brad Example. So we're going to hear a whole bunch of stories about Brad's time playing music, in all the multiple bands he's been in, the rock and roll lifestyle of Brad Example. We're hopefully going to have a bit of a laugh, a bit of fun, and then we're going to close out that show with something really special when Brad's going to play some live music for us as well. It's going to be a really, really cool show. No expectations, Brad. It's just going to be, you know, me and Brad shooting the shit, and hopefully you're all here for a really good time, because whenever Brad's on the show, he's thoroughly entertaining. He's such a beautiful, kind, warm soul, and extremely talented. So I'm really looking forward to that, and the show will be sponsored by DistroKid. So that's really exciting as well. All right, guys, Pete is up next in about 20 minutes' time with his creator show. So everybody head over there and hang out there, and I will see you. Hopefully, I'll see my patrons. I'll see you guys on the weekend. Exciting stuff. We've got some giveaways. If you haven't been over the Patreon page, Patreons, enter the giveaways because they are there. And on the weekend, I'll be back with the Wheel of Karaoke Part 2. And let's see if this week the wheel is going to punish me like it did last week, like the motherfucker that it was. So we shall see what the wheel has for me this week. I really hope it goes easy on me this week. All right, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Hit the like on the way out. Hey, if you're watching on the replay, hello to you. Please hit the like. Choose to do a super thanks if you like as well. Or just subscribe because it helps the channel. Leave a comment, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you soon. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make us better. And we shall all rise together. And I'll see you on the weekend. Boom!
Boom.